Okay, so let me do the intro, and then you can get into what you want to talk about, all right?
Okay.
So, Alex and Felix recipes. We're not going to talk about this at all in this episode. So if you actually want to make this, ingredients and description is down below. I apologize ahead of time. This was done a year and a half ago-ish. And, well, why don't you say what you want to?
All right. So when we were doing our Around the World series, and we did, was it when we did D?
D, we did Denmark, yes.
All right, because
I'm from Denmark.
Okay. So
yes.
we had agreed that when it was time for J that we'd get to do...
Okay,
we did.
You know what? No,
we would get to do Jamaica, because that's where I'm from, and that's what I thought the whole entire time, up until we get to J, and then we're going through the ingredient list, and what do you say? Oh, you probably don't remember, so let me tell you. He says, doing a Jamaican rum cake, which is what I wanted to do, would be too expensive, so let's just do something else. So instead we did Japan, the honey brick toast?
Honey brick toast, yes.
Which, that was fun, that was great, but whatever, I just let it go. I didn't think anything of it. I was like, okay, you know, it just didn't work out. That's fine. Only to find out that like 3 weeks later, he did a rum cake when I wasn't here for someone else, which I thought was so interesting. And the funny part is he pretended to not remember that he said no to the rum cake before. And then just did it when I wasn't here. So now...
Can I explain now?
No.
Okay.
Now no one gets an explanation. No one gets a description. We're just going to sit here in silence because I'm still mad about it. And this was about a year ago, I think.
Okay.
All right, what's your defense?
First of all...
Okay. Lies.
First of all, I didn't know how badly you want to do the Jamaican rum cake. You're like, do you want to do the Jamaican rum cake? Okay, fine. We never agreed on that beforehand.
I'm pretty sure we did.
We did not.
Did.
We looked at the Jamaican rum cake ingredients. It was a very expensive cake. But I also said, if you do remember, I don't know where to get a lot of this stuff. There were 3 different dates and prunes and stuff, 2 of which I'd never heard of. I don't even know where to get in Toronto at the stores we go to.
Oh my, really?
So that's the reason. I didn't know. Plus, this is not a Jamaican rum cake. This is just a regular cake with rum in it, basically. This is not the same as a Jamaican rum cake, which uses about 3 to 4 different prunes and dates. So at least 2 of which from that. I remember 3, there could have been 4, at least 2 of which I had no idea where to get. It would have been a $40 cake on top of that.
Interesting. That's really
I am sorry.
You couldn't find the ingredients. Did we look?
Did we try?
You're such a liar.
We go all the time because we tried to use dates for another recipe.
And we did use it. We did use it in another recipe.
That was after the Jamaican rum cake.
Yeah, that makes it even worse.
No. Because we had wanted to do something before, and I'm like, well, we looked for it, and we didn't know where to find it.
No. What are you talking about? Which one are you talking about?
I don't know. This is long before. This is one of the first recipes we wanted to do.
What did we use the dates for anyways?
We used it for the sticky toffee pudding for United Kingdom.
Yeah. Isn't that funny?
Okay, first of all, as I said, we tried to do something early when we started doing these episodes with dates. We couldn't find them. Jamaican rum cake came around.
Okay.
And I knew for sure I could find one specific type. We could find the bejeweled ones that were pitted and seeded or whatever it's called. I knew we could find those. However, there were 2 or 3 other ones which I did not know where to get.
What are you going to put at the end of this? This is running pretty long.
I don't care.
Okay, no, fine.
This is...
We're resolving this?
You're resolving this. You bring this up every single week.
No, I'm never going to... Now I get one. I don't know. You owe me one.
You can do one next week. You can pick the recipe, you can do it all yourself, you can film it, you can do all of it.
Okay.
Deal.
Fine.
I want to say this though, the honey brick toast got a lot of views. It was very good. It was easy to do because if you remember correctly, we did two recipes that day. I will admit though, it took 4 grocery stores to find that bread. So you know what? Not much easier than the dates.
Yeah, we really tried for that one. That's so funny. That's so weird.
I apologize.
Wow.
I do not know. I did not realize how much you wanted to do the Jamaican cake.
If
you really wanted to do it, I could have looked harder for him. You didn't press it. I'm not trying to say it's your fault. No, okay, I'm sorry. It is my fault. I didn't realize how much you wanted to do it. I should have looked harder.
It's not even that I wanted to do it. It was just the revelation afterwards where you did it when I wasn't here.
This isn't a Jamaican rum cake.
That we found the prunes for other things.
No. We found the one type we knew we could get.
Okay,
we found the jeweled pitted ones, which we used in the sticky toffee pudding.
All right. Well, you know what? I'll get my one recipe, I guess, where it's just me controlling everything, and I'll try to bring it up less, even though I probably won't.
Are we square? Is that an acceptable apology to you?
We're a triangle at this point.
I don't follow that, but I'll take it.
No, I'm not saying we're square. We'll see. Only time can heal this ultimate betrayal.
It's been literally over a year. I've apologized for this several times before.
Once, probably.
Several times.
Once.
And this isn't even a Jamaican rum cake. This is a regular rum cake.
Didn't even try. Just totally dismissed it.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever. No, it's fine. We'll see how the next week goes, and I'll see if I forgive you then.
Fine. Tune in next week for a very special Alex and Felix.